Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy 3 and I'm back with another reaction video. So look, today we finna go ahead and get back to the reaction. We're finna start back dropping consistent. And once I get to 500 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. I'm gonna keep saying that until I reach 500 subscribers. Because I'm gonna do a giveaway and who don't want free shit, you know? But look, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on every video for more content. I will be dropping daily. And make sure y'all check out my gaming channel if y'all don't like the reaction channel. You know, I got two gaming channels. One of them I play GTA RP, and the other one I play Apex and Call of Duty Warzone on it. But without further ado, we finna go ahead and get to this reaction video, man. And comment down below how y'all day going, how y'all been, man, you know? Chilling.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Chicago rapper Wet 'Em Up, who beat 4 bodies and was just caught with a switch. January 19th, 2024. The feds executed a search warrant at 6 a.m. on an apartment in Chicago's Canaryville neighborhood located on the south side. As agents began to execute the warrant with law enforcement surrounding the building, a man would be observed leaning out of a window, throwing a firearm onto the roof of the building. The weapon was photographed before being recovered and determined to be a Glock with a switch. The switch turning the semi-automatic handgun into a machine gun. The man seen throwing the Glock would be none other than 26-year-old Maurice Harris, who's also known as the Chicago rapper Drench, aka Wet 'Em Up. Wet 'Em Up's notorious reputation went viral back in 2017, starting with the murder of his father. March 29th, 2017, it was just after 11 in the morning when 37-year-old Jerry Jacobs was walking down a sidewalk in Chicago's South Shore neighborhood. That's when a dark-colored car pulled up and 4 men got out, opening fire. Jacobs was shot in the right side of his body and was able to take himself to the hospital over 4 blocks away. Rushed into surgery, Jacobs would remain hospitalized into the night when things took a tragic turn in the early morning. At 3:40 a.m., Jacobs was pronounced dead. News would break he was a documented gang member, no suspects were in custody, and within 12 hours of his death, his son Wet 'Em Up allegedly got his revenge.
Chicago neighborhood rocked by gun violence, the bullets flying inside a restaurant and outside as well.
At this South Shore restaurant, chaos and carnage. Relatives of those killed in tears and disbelief.
I ain't going nowhere until they get my baby up off the ground. I ain't going nowhere.
It was 4 p.m. when a man walked into a restaurant and opened fire. Officers arrived on scene, finding a dead man in front of the restaurant, 2 dead men inside, and another dead man outside slumped against a tree a block away. All 4 were shot to death, and come to find out, 2 of the victims were brothers, visiting their mother who worked at the restaurant, as she had to listen to the sounds of her 2 boys being gunned down outside.
2 people in the restaurant still in there dead. He went in there and shot them 2. After he killed them 2, he came out and shot my 2 nephews and killed my 2 nephews. Whoever did it needs to step up and be accountable for their actions and get sent up for it before they get hurt out here on these.
Ain't nobody gonna not to that. Man, kid, they ain't even stepping up for the kid murders. Shit that's going on around this motherfucker. They definitely ain't gonna step up for their ops. I don't know why she says that.
Streets, cause somebody gonna hurt them.
The brothers were identified as 19-year-old Raheem and 20-year-old Dylan Jackson. The 2 other victims were identified as 28-year-old Emmanuel Stokes and 32-year-old Edwin Davis. The broad day slaughter would shake the city, and 5 days would pass before Chicago police announced an arrest.
I'm proud to announce that we've made an arrest in a quadruple homicide that occurred on the 2700 block of East 75th Street. 19-year-old Maurice Harris has been charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder in connection with this incident. This is his first arrest as an adult, and while I can't go into the specifics into his extensive juvenile history, as we've seen too many times before here in Chicago, he's no stranger to CPD.
Wet 'Em Up was identified by photo lineup by multiple witnesses at the scene of the shooting. He'd be held without bond and remain in the Cook County Jail for the next 3 years until July of 2020. A court hearing would yet again shake the city as prosecutors announced the evidence was insufficient to meet the burden of proof. Detectives further investigated, finding the witnesses weren't credible and evidence that Wet 'em Up couldn't have been the shooter. So while the families of the victims expected Wet 'em Up's demise, all charges against him were dropped and Wet was later freed. So the second word came that the man who beat 4 murders now had a switch, the feds quickly began their investigation. Days after the search warrant, the feds would highlight 2 music videos by Wet, one titled Death and another titled Murder Man. In both songs, Wet recited lyrics about switches and murder. Multiple lyrics would be written into the federal complaint, although at no time was Wet seen.
Rap videos, song, all this shit getting niggas straight cooked. Man, y'all niggas better start moving with smart. What Dirt say? This is all props. The fuck?
Possessing
This
an actual
is
switch,
all props.
just rapping about
All
them.
cap.
Wet would be charged with possession of a machine gun and now faces up to 10 years in federal prison.
At the free Master Mentors live event, you'll discover why the cannabis industry is one of the fastest growing businesses.
With the quadruple murder being Wet's first adult arrest and the fact that he beat all charges, Wet doesn't have much of a criminal history and luckily wasn't a felon, dodging another federal offense. Given his weak criminal history, Wet can expect anywhere from 3 to 5 years with a guilty plea. Now, Wet 'em Up is going to prison.
He probably do
When you
about 50% of that time.
get a
This
fair
ain't no
case,
felony
it's
and
pretty
shit.
much
Yeah.
sealed. And I mean, law enforcement literally watched him lean out of a window and throw a Glock up onto the
Man.
roof. Then they went on the roof,
Like,
found
bro,
the Glock.
you ain't see all the motherfucking police out there? Once they hit your shit, that bitch surrounded, bro. You was better off taking a switch off that bitch and flushing that hoe or some shit. Or something. You better off trying to take that bitch apart. Something.
The
You was
switch.
move quick or something.
It's like said and done at that point. It's just going to be a matter of how much time he gets. He can get up to 10 years, but looking into similar cases for first-time offenders and
They
people
ain't
that
giving
don't really
them no
have
10.
a criminal record like that, you got motherfuckers getting caught with switches that are getting 6 years, 5 years, a little over 2.5. So he could get, my estimate, somewhere between 3 to 5. But he's definitely gonna go to prison. I mean, it's a fucking Fed case. Now, Wet was given another chance at life. He got picked up on 4 murders. Whether or not he had anything to do with it, people that didn't like him were at the scene, watched 4 people get smacked, and then said, hey, we saw him do it. We know it was him. We saw it was him. And detectives later found out that they weren't credible witnesses. They were just most likely telling on their op who was Wet 'em Up, whose father had just got killed. So they are the ones that most likely gave the narrative to the investigators.
They probably like, yeah,
Yo,
his
dad
dad
just got shot. He must have just slid for revenge. We saw him at the scene. And it took over 3 years for him to beat that case. Which sounds like a lawsuit in itself.
It
Because
is. In
if you put me
Illinois,
at the
I
scene,
don't know if all states like that, but in Illinois, if you get booked for some shit you get found innocent for or not guilty for, you can sue and get a bag. For real. So he probably did do that. He probably did get his bag and all. That's probably how he got all his watches
and
and
got
shit.
me charged with 4
But we
murders.
being honest, the music ain't all
Because
that.
you
But
said
it's,
I was there,
it's
and
decent,
it was
but
proven I
ain't
wasn't,
all that.
and I just had to do over 3 years in jail. How is that not a lawsuit? But push come to shove, he got freed. He hit the streets. He started dropping music videos. He's talking about switches, ops, this and that. He's back in the bullshit. It doesn't really seem like he's taking that second chance at life for what it is. It seems
guy got
he's more
after that
so
show
taking
his
it
ass.
for
That's
granted.
all.
And getting caught with that switch is gonna
Now you finna sit your
hopefully
ass
smarten
down.
him up because he's gonna go to a federal prison. He's not gonna be in Cook County. He's gonna be around people that might be a little bit wiser, and we'll see what comes from it. But y'all gotta stop playing with them switches, because had he had a regular gun case, he just would have went to Cook
I
County.
ain't gonna lie. A binary hit just down there, just like a switch. If you get a binary on your shit, you good. I'm telling you. Just put a binary on your shit instead of a switch. Like, then you
That
good
big of
because
a deal.
binary is
Or
legal.
maybe he could have got a fucking gun license since he doesn't have that bad of a criminal history. But You get caught with a switch, no matter who you are, you're gone. You're going to federal prison. Like, they're not playing about them switches. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's walking around with machine guns, and that's not even a gun to just have on you. People specifically use that to go do shit with it. So it's like, you got a lot of motherfuckers.
Niggas walking around with them bitches, everyday carries, daily concealed, all that shit. Niggas is walking around with them switches. Nigga, I don't know what 1090 Jake talking about. Niggas
just so they look
switches
the
out
part,
these
like,
bitches.
oh yeah, I got one of these bitches. And then you get locked up and you go into the feds because you got caught with that motherfucker. Stay away from the switches. Let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comments section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. Until next time.
But nah, though, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. But look, like he said, stay away from the switches. Start getting the binaries. But shit, if you do got a switch, you know, try to hurry up, take that bitch off. You get caught, you know. Do some smart shit. Don't do no dumb shit. Look at the police and throw the gun. What the fuck? But look, we finna go ahead and get into a different reaction video, man. I got like 2 more to knock out, man. And I'm gone.